going, you know the sand coming.
Oh wait, Jim. Jim. Oh, let the sun not shadow on you.
Because only put them up and
Cool.
it's hours, yeah.
See it better.
For me?
His head's right here. His arms coming up, and then you got the fingers. Pretty amazing. Kind of get better.
Yeah, that's good. Great.
You get a better angle.
Yep.
At least you've got 5 fingers.
And how many do you think there are altogether?
I think so far we reported 17.
Wow.
But Lisa, who
So how far do you think it goes?
I would say approximately 20 meters.
Okay. It's about talk about a protection plan, or are you just going to wait for the sand to cover back up?
Well, the sand is ultimately going to be the best preservation plan.
Right.
Right now, Uncle Glenn, who's one of the descendants of the families of this area, he wants to share, he wants to educate, but at the same time, some people don't respect things. We had to stop a gentleman who had good intentions of clearing it off. Somebody had a bucket, and they were, the water was fine, but he started scraping the sand from the bucket, and I'm like, we intervened and said, these are delicate, and we need to. So it's going to be really hard for them not to.
I was talking to Stephanie. The problem. No way to
get an estimation that they're older than the sandstone if we knew how long it took for the sandstone to solidify on this layer. So older than, it takes about approximately 500 years to do this. I don't know, whatever it might be.
Right.
Then you can see it predates that.
Right. What would be arguing about it? Exactly. Sure. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. The moss is kind of growing over that one.
My theory is they haven't been exposed for quite some time because of the creation of the jetties
associated with the harbors. So the natural sort of movement of sand from season to season didn't take place quite often. So, or as it used to take place prior to the jetties being put in. So for whatever reason, how the ocean's reacting, it exposed this section now, and it gave us the opportunity to look at these features and be able to actually know that they're here, so we can further come up with plans to preserve and protect the site.
Beliefs, what I was taught, is that they record genealogy, they record our religion, and so it's very important to know that only the lineal descendants of the Aina, who knows the relationship of these petroglyphs to the geographical, to the nature of the area, can interpret what these petroglyphs are, and that's very important. The reason for that is because when you see certain symbols, it's very important to know what those symbols mean to our culture here in Waianae. We're very different from those culture from Maui or from the Big Island. When we talk about kupu ka'aina, I am a kupu ka'aina, which means I am a descendant that originated or Aboriginal families from here. So our interpretation may be very different from those that are taught from the Big Island and Maui. So looking at these petroglyphs, it reminds me of a petroglyph that was found at Kahe Point. At Kahe Point is the same linear type of petroglyph.
I sent Stephanie a bunch of pictures, and the state, the Army, and everybody, we were going to compile all the stuff that we took, and we're going to send it to y'all. Good, good. Pretty exciting, though. You know what I'm going to...
Mark and I was watching the sun go down. It's part of it. We love it here, and that's what we enjoy doing, watching it. It's 7:30 on an average when it goes down. At 7:15, for some reason, there was a beam of light out of the sun, just bam, and it landed right on one of them. And for some reason, I just turned my head. I said, look! It was just a stroke of luck. Talk about two guys from Texas being this blessed and this honored. Really? I'm humbled about this whole thing. I'm glad we found them. I really am.
And I looked to the right and I said, hey, look, there's a bunch more of them, you know. So we spotted them, so the wives came out there and we all went down and started looking at them, and it kind of went on from there. We said, wow, this is something significant, you know. We figured it would be.
Well, we had a debation for a while whether to even turn it in, because we didn't want to interrupt the Hawaiian culture. We didn't want to get them upset. So we had to debate on it. Mark made the call, and we had to find out, because we knew they were going to build this wall, rebuild it. They're going to destroy them. So we had to make a choice, and he